The Glass City Classic is a 14-team tournament. This is our third installment of the tournament. The first tournament was held at Bowman Park here in Toledo. It was held on Super Bowl weekend, so if you can imagine, it was pretty cold that weekend. I'm pretty sure it was one of the worst blizzards that we had that year. It was negative wind chills, but it was a great tournament. I believe we had 12 teams overall that came out for that one. The second Glass City Classic was held at the University of Toledo. That one had 16 teams. It was a little warmer. It was the same weekend as this last year. It was a great tournament overall. It was a one-day tournament, so we squeezed everything in and we got our winners. And then we're here today to our third Glass City Classic. We decided after the second Glass City Classic that it was better for the University of Toledo to host the tournament still, but to volunteer in our tournament. It's really hard to play in a tournament and run it at the same time because you might be on the field and something happens that they need you all the way across the field. And you can't have one or two people running around like chickens with their heads cut off trying to do everything. And we figured that out after the first two Glass Cities. The first two Glass City Classics were run generally the way that most Quidditch tournaments have been run over the course of its history, with teams getting drawn into pools before the tournament. Each team plays every team in their pool. This year we structured Glass City as Swiss style due to the fact that World Cup 8 this year is structured that way.
The Swiss system is a system where the winners of a game play each other and the losers play each other. And so if you keep winning, you keep playing teams that are winning, and if you keep losing, you keep playing teams that are losing. And if you win and lose some, you play a team with the same record. In
Swiss style, if I win my first matchup, I'll be playing someone that's also 1-0.
And at the end of the day, there's one team that's 4-0, and the rest of the teams have a combination of record. Marquette came in with a 3-1 record. I think there were 4 other teams that had a 3-1 record. And when it's tied like that, they move on to a secondary scoring system to determine buys and seeding and that so forth.
I think teams are hesitant towards the new style because it's never been used before in Quidditch, to my knowledge. It's been pool play from Quidditch's beginnings.
But for pool play, if they're a low seed, then they're playing top teams in their pool or better teams in their pool, and so that can get tough for those bottom seed teams.
The main advantage of the Swiss system is that it brings out the best competition between the teams. There's no one seed playing a 4 seed and so on like there is in pool play. Teams are playing like levels. There's no blowouts minus the first round of games.
I mean, if there's a wide range of teams, Swiss system kind of makes sense to keep lower caliber teams playing against each other and having those games be competitive instead of pool play where it's going to be blowouts.
The teams that it benefits the most are the teams that are just getting started. They're not at the level of, let's say, a Blue Mountain or a Bowling Green or a University of Michigan or an Ohio State. They're just not at that level yet. But a Swiss-style system for a tournament lets them play teams a couple times, not just once, that are equal to them.
It has more skilled matchups, so it's a lot more exciting matches. You know, who wins this, who wins that.
The drawback to the Swiss style system is that after each round of play, you have to generate and randomly select who the next seedings are.
The thing I didn't like about the Swiss system was that we never know who you were playing next. You couldn't prepare.
For pool style, you know who you're playing going in. The schedule is already made. In Swiss style, you know maybe an hour in advance tops for when you're gonna play next or ref or snitch.
It always seemed like you were flying by the seat of your pants to play the next team. You always were running around from field to field, assistant reffing field to field, and it was hard for lunch breaks and stuff like that.
It is a lot tougher to run a Swiss-style tournament, but as long as you're on top of things and you have the staff that's ready to do it, it really is a good benefit to run a Swiss-style tournament.
I like the change. I like it changed from pool play. It's fun to see a difference. I mean, I like playing the better teams than kind of having blowout games.
Thanks to our assistant tournament director, Greg Arnold. He's amazing with computers. He made a computer system that we put in the scores. It'll pull up our next round of games. It does mostly everything for us. It greatly helps the work that goes into a Swiss-style tournament. He set up a TV at the information booth that has all the rounds displayed as we go. And also, we have a notification system. So once that next round comes out, they're gonna get a notification with the time, what pitch they're playing on, who they're playing, who the head ref is, who the snitch is, and who the assistant refs are. And that's the easiest way that we came up with, and I really believe that it works. This year, I believe that we've really got it right, and this tournament, except for a few snags here and there, has generally run smoothly.